It's worth pointing out right from the off that the only thing I can use in this main menu is use the left stick to navigate these menus, because up and down in the D-pad do nothing. That's promising stars. How do we build the fuel door far left if the hole is on the right?
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place. Hey, Harold, have you read this? Harold? 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 You hear me? This is no time for fun and games.
Shh! Calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guard back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
It's there.
Oh, good. Then he hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh! Turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
Do you understand? You and me, mate. We'll be heroes. All right, now, we just have to...
what?
Halt! Stop! You're under arrest!
Right. Oh, that's some screen tearing there. There's a picked up train sim world.
Hands up!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
That's why you're reading a book.
You're funny, but you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
Why do you need the gun?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre, and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know who the Raven was. Although, I don't quite buy that bit about the crown jewels. You do know, these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum. There was an explosion. A guard was severely injured.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the papers say?
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner, monsieur. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Or did he pull a gun on you?
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
Inspector Legrand, it's a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police, but it'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
But monsieur, surely I can be of assistance, somehow. I saw a safe being loaded.
We have everything under control. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
I'm not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Thanks to that?
I watched the people on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that man over there is a violinist.
That would be more impressive if there weren't a violin case next to him.
And I believe that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable...
Zellner.
Constable Zellner. If you're such a clever fellow, what am I doing on this train?
I think you're guarding something.
Oh, really? And what might it be?
I really couldn't say. But it must be very important.
Why is that?
Because you are very important. They wouldn't have assigned the case to you if it were just a trifle.
Let's assume that we really are transporting something very important on this train. And let's assume that it really is my job to see that it arrives safely. Then why isn't the train crawling with police?
You don't want to arouse attention.
Evident. But why not?
It's a trap.
You've got a vivid imagination. I'll give you that. Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better. We'll get along fine without you.
You won't.
Won't? Pardonnez-moi.
I can help. And I will help. You are in my country. And I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do. Whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zellner. But this is my show, and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
But how do you know?
Because he's a thief.
Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put two and two together.
And what of it? Do you know who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa, it was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. What's your name again?
Matthew Miller from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania.
All right, Matthew Miller from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me Maddie, as if I were a little kid.
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his mind. This morning, I thought I wouldn't be hungry because of all the excitement. Thankfully, I bought a sandwich with me anyway. Wrap the apple core in the sandwich paper. That way I can carry it without making a mess of my trouser pocket. Still, I'd prefer not to have to carry them all day. The napkin came with the croissant I bought at the train station. A guilty pleasure. I don't need that either. Every table has its own wastebasket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat. All right. Vicarage in the Mirror, a detective novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa Westmacott. For years now, I've been trying to convince my theater group to stage one of her plays.
What is up with his hands? Like, fair enough, have something like an idle animation, but just.
We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
Would you be so kind as to close the window? I don't want to sit in the draught. Oh, pardon me.
The large map shows the different routes. Unfortunate. This is the first car. The coal tender should be directly beyond this door, and in front of it, the engine. The violinist is a good-looking fellow, but one can only hope. Hello, sir.
Hello.
If I'm not mistaken,
That's true.
a wonderful...
That's...
Do you play?
No.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a...
In that case...
Are you
No. To a ship.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the...
I'm sure, but tell me.
Anything...
Persons...
For heaven's sake.
Everything is in...
I understand.
Have a good...
Thank you.
I have no reason to bother the violin. The violinist, the one can...
Very kind of you. Thanks. Oh, pardon me.
No.
Lucio.
Oh. Are you a scientist?
No,
You don't say. So, you...
No.
Oh, no? There was a break...
Well, let's just say...
Whatever. The famous... you don't? And you also...
No.
Just a thought.
I'm sorry. And now...
May I...
Of course. I'm...
Oh, a beautiful...
Indeed.
Just one more. Did you notice...
Here. Yeah. Although
I don't want to, but you do understand, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
You'll get in...
Of course. What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
We'll sort it out somehow. The compartment is locked.
But I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key.
Someone locked.
Find the steward.
Calm down.
You don't understand.
All right. You can easily lock the
But I didn't.
Professor, if you had locked the door... Perhaps a thoughtful conductor... I don't... The bolt is too... He doesn't make... And he of all... The little label on the door...
Yes? Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my
You'll miss...
It was...
When was the last...
What?
I just...
Insure James, tell him that I still had it.
The Baroness.
Maybe you lost...
What?
The Baroness.
I never...
Very well. If I might...
I thought... James.
The Baroness.
But... I...
Thank.
I don't believe it. I never...
It's all... I'd like to...
Unfortunately, I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now.
That's...
Zelna.
This is my companion.
A pleasure. May I ask?
Holiday.
Madam?
I've been right, and now...
I have all of your books.
Then I have bad news.
I...
Oh,
well, are you traveling?
no. As you may know, I traveled to Egypt by ship.
I see. As a writer, I mean, you have...
I solved the mystery. Since then...
Really?
What do you want to...
Did you notice the...
I did. He was waiting, and since the steward never appeared...
He seems pretty...
Interested, just...
Of course. Did you know...
I certainly... He introduced him. People like him are drawn...
But his...
I know him by name.
Do you think...
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you...
Did you know... What about... Or the Baronet?
I notice that you've asked me about everyone. Except, isn't that the Frenchman?
I would...
Well, why don't you ask me about him?
I don't think we...
Legrand, will he... Or...
There's some... A passing... Eyes...
I'm sorry, Constable.
Have you asked? Maddie is good.
I'll go and do... As much as...
You were right.
Madam?
I did observe. You seem... And...
I do...
Then grab it.
I shall do my best. An extraordinary... Yet... Mrs. Miller made a... But I imagine she had... The steward normally... I've lost. Their only draw. Who'd have thought that one day I suppose the steward. The pad on which empty. I don't need the... Perhaps... Locked. The stew... These days nearly everything is... I'll leave this...
One of those kind of games.
The drawer is... This is the... But as long as... Pills. I'm supposed to... My daughter insists, but I wasn't. This is the... But I bought it last... I suppose. The wooden tooth... Nothing. I won't eat it. Would be rather embarrassing. Stuart's pen... The drawer is locked. And this is the spitter. I made the acquaintance of... Zen. Tell me.
You mean, no. Is there a...
No.
Constable, please don't think I'm naive. Le Gard.
Le Grand.
If it's at the train station in Zurich, he put a... Don't tell me that a man at...
A cash box?
Precisely.
I do.
A ruby was the second jewel. And both jewels eat...
Indeed. Any news?
Quite. It must have been professional.
People would...
It seems like the Raven.
I'm afraid...
That's...
Now
you can take... You're in... here.
Dankeschön. There's some... Do you know...
I told him to... He's probably in... If we don't...
Well...
He's not here.
I meant the Baron...
This train is really full of...
Have you seen...
Unfortunate... Do you know, lady...
How's your ET working out for you, Matt?
Well...
Like so many others.
Good.
I read...
Well, that wasn't stopping effectively when I'm watching...
As a
I think
doctor,
I
I'd have to work...
I'm watching a video on Netflix. And it was ridiculously fast. I think it was sped up by like 25%. But apparently there's like a couple of settings that needs to change. There was this thing that was optimizing the images.
The lad, it will be
and set to max, so we brought it down to minimum.
I suppose it contains...
That really helped. I think my eyes are adjusted now after that.
Locked.
Bang! Bang! Don't move!
I ended up going with the what you call it?
I could have
I thought you...
Ghost.
They do...
Yeah.
Yes.
40-inch Panasonic.
Nice.
Yeah. 4K.
Matt will get his...
HDR.
I strongly suspect... No. It's open.
HDR now, so I was just checking the PS settings. HDR is automatic, so does that mean that everything else is already using it?
Hello?
Kind of.
I'll be prompted for every game I play, so
I think it means a high dynamic range. It basically just means that like your blacks are blacker, your whites are whiter, there's more colour.
Constable, this is the
yeah, it looks a lot better once
Then I was... You really...
I had that on.
Perhaps.
And how...
With an eye? I hope you'll acknowledge that...
Are we...
Yeah, it looks nice.
I could be your eyes. Or...
Thanks.
There is a... He's an...
I was going for Jack. Be back in a minute.
Well, yes.
Was it locked?
It may...
Do you think
and
Professor
then
Lucy...
party.
Well then, Constable
Till now, so...
Report back.
Whenever you're done with that game.
There's the Baroness.
I won't be very long.
Interesting
Like,
indeed.
it's
But
just
So...
but don't...
bad.
What do you...
Rob, we don't...
In any event...
I might try to
And
think as well.
anyway,
Yeah, but back in 2 or 3.
I go at...
Good. And...
Yes?
Don't...
Of course.
Exactement.
Understood.
Like it's a remake of an old adventure game, but it hasn't aged well. Is what I want to go with.
If I can convince...
But yeah, it's really slow and dull. Like, I'm on a train and I'm trying to find a lady's missing purse, as opposed to trying to catch a thief who stole a ruby from British Museum and blew up a guard. And
Oh,
Yeah,
It's just that he just walked.
I'm afraid so. The lad left me.
I understand. Matty is a very.
Where is Matt?
He's.
Ah,
Could you,
of course.
Very well.
like, it's one of those puzzle games where, like, for instance, I found a set of scissors and I tried to pick them up, and the character literally said out loud, "I'll leave them there. I know where they are if I need them." So there will be a point where I'll need them, and I'll need to walk back and get them because of the fact that I can't take them with me just now. Just, I can't use a toothpick this floor, so. Pants off the door. No.
Luna's drop. A glass a day. Luna's drop. A story about an incredible. And because of the main actresses, the most John Surtees won the form, making him too loud. Let's blah 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 blah. Old shocking burglar. Constable Robert Olive.
I think at some point I wouldn't mind actually seeing the end of this game, because I think I've already figured out who the thief is.
The wooden toothpick, nothing. Hello, Matt. Oh, come on. Are you going?
Until
I gave.
Oh, couldn't you?
Would you have?
I didn't learn.
Come on. Did you really? I'm Swiss. Matt is digging. I won't get anything. If a pass,
So,
it's been.
oh, no, have a good thank you.
Matt is digging in his. I won't get. I have no.
Yeah, I think I'm done with this. This is just so slow-paced, it's glacial, and not very fun or interesting. And I reckon Expectorly Grand's probably the Raven, because he didn't kill the last Raven, he learned from him, and yada yada yada. That's my bet anyway, and that will do for the Raven. And I'm going to go shoot some mans. Want to play a point and click? Play like Broken Sword or something. Don't play this.